right, everybody, welcome to NorCal Sports Network. And this is the same hat that Brock Purdy's dad wears. Chat loves it when Marty Lurie comes on.
Anytime you lose a game this time of year, when you can't go backwards, it's a problem.
All right, everybody, welcome on in. NorCal Sports Network. Giants lose it. Another one today, this time 6-3 to the Toronto Blue Jays. We're going to break it all down for you. And before we do, let us thank our sponsor of the show, Chapman Law Group. Chapman Law Group, located in Marin, licensed in all of California. Make sure you give Chapman Law Group a call for all your legal needs. You got a personal injury situation? Hey, don't hesitate. Call Chapman Law Group. Don't wait. Don't delay. Chapman Law Group, 415-613-9483. I personally work with them. I know what they're like. They are good. They will take care of you. They'll get the job done for you. Chapman Law Group, 415-613-9483. And Lou, we welcome in the show here. You know what, guys? This background, we got a lot of black in here. I don't know why we got that background here. Do we want to change the color? Are we getting the blues now? I mean, wait a minute. Where did this background come from? By the way, this All-Star game was on and I wasn't watching it. I just flipping my TV around. I'm all the more convinced the halftime show of this garbage product, worst thing I ever saw in my life. I almost vomited. Okay. That's just ridiculous.
Did you see the sweatshirts, jackets they were wearing?
No, I just watched a minute of it.
Pay us what we deserve or else. Laughing
what was that?
stock. Pay us what we deserve or else.
Jeez. You know what? You're losing money. What a joke of a league.
Yeah, I know. And they got four new teams coming in 4 years. There might not even be a league.
Yeah. Let's get a different background here. How about if we do this background here, everybody? There we go. And you know what? Let's top it off with this. I think NorCal Sports Network is now back to what we did the last year. And that's, we're going to start wearing the winning team's hat. Golly, this team of the Giants.
You look good in that. You look good. You look good.
I'm just telling you, man. Good. This Giants team it's bordering on pathetic. They may go over 500, but look, what does this team do? It puts the ball in play. Okay? It puts the ball in play. And by the way, guys, if anybody's watching the Manny Pacquiao fight that's about ready to start, give me updates on what's going on in the round. I was thinking of doing the pay-per-view, but it's started right now. My wife is a big Manny Pacquiao fan. Of course, she's from the Philippines, and the Philippines, man, they get behind Manny Pacquiao. I can tell you that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's like royalty over there. So if you get anything news on the Manny Pacquiao fight, Bonner, right? He's fighting Bonner, I think, tonight. Is it Bonner?
Sounds right.
Anyway, give me the results. Let me know what's happening. So, yeah, make sure you guys hit that like button, everybody. Hit the like button on there. All right, I'm not a Blue Jays fan, okay? Before anybody flips out, I'm not a Blue Jays fan. I just, trying to break it up. Giants are just, I got Giants hats all over the place. Look, there's one, there's two, there's three, there's four, there's five, there's six. They're all different, a little bit different. You know what? Until they start winning again, I just, it's hard, man, to watch this, Lou. The Blue Jays, put the bat on the ball. And Logan Webb out there, your ace, start of the second half, second game. You got to go out there. You get didn't they get a 2-run lead? Yeah, 2-0 lead. Dude, you get a 2-run lead and you come up and give up 4 the next inning, the very next inning.
No, well, they scored 1, then they scored again to go up 2-0, and then he couldn't have a shutdown inning. And
right. What I mean is they got it.
Yeah, he did not look like an ace today. He gave up, guys. He gave up 11 hits in six innings. That's not an ace. He's just the best of what we have, and you guys might as well face it, which is not much.
Giants struck out 9 times today, and Blue Jays struck out 3, I think. And the Giants only had a total of 4 hits. 2 of them were Willie Adames for 2 solo shots for 2 of their 3 runs. The other run was generated by Luis Matos' double, a sac fly by Bailey, and then a sac fly by Ramos. And that's how they get their second run. But, hey, Logan Webb, you get up 2-0, and the ball game is in the 6th inning. You got 2 more innings, dude. 2 more innings to get your job done. You want to get through 6 and 7 and shut them down. And what do they do? The Blue Jays come out and bang, 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 bang. Just smacking the ball all around. So I'm sorry, Marcus Tanner, you're right. Webb is not an ace, Lou. Ace, according to what we have. Bingo. Yep. Look, guys, an ace goes down there and doesn't. He may not pitch a shutout, but when you're up 2-0, he doesn't give up the lead. He might give up 2 runs, and then the bullpen's got to bail him out and the team. But you put your team in a rough spot. That's 2 games in a row. And I'm sorry, guys. This team really, really bugs me. And you know what bugs me? I hate to say this. I'll just pull up my tweet. You want to see my tweet? Okay, I'll pull up my tweet for those who don't
Sure, let's do
follow on Twitter. Let me pull it up here. Okay. I can't show the whole highlight because it's got a highlight. Okay, let me just not show the highlight here. Okay, so what it says here, guys, is this was the home run that Ryan Walker gave up in the bottom of the 8th. What did I say? Can you read that now?
Ball game. This is what happens when you bring in an unreliable Ryan Walker, who's been awful all year. Why bring him into a game, a 4-3 game, instead of Tyler Rogers? Tyler Rogers hasn't pitched in 10 days now? Last night, it was starting Verlander to start the second half, an awful decision. I said that before the game started. These losses add up. These decisions ultimately cost the Giants a playoff berth.
Yeah, you can't have this, guys. You cannot have this kind of decision-making that Truth Don, you got it, man. I'm wondering when I was going to get around to wearing the opponent's hat. Yeah, it's temporary. I'm hoping it's temporary. I'm hoping it'll turn this thing around. But guys, you have a guy like Ryan Walker who has been just dog poop all season long, right? He's been trash. Tyler Rogers was borderline all-star. He if he had as good of a not quite as good of a half as Rodriguez, but this guy's pitching at an all-star level. And what are you waiting for him for? You waiting for tomorrow? You waiting for the extra innings? Walker has done this over and over and over again, constantly giving up leads and blowing leads and not keeping the game close. Look, that's why I put ball game before the Giants even came to bat in the ninth, Lou. 4-3 is a whole lot different than 6-3. You're
completely agree. Yep. And isn't the eighth inning? Hasn't Tyler Rogers pitched the whole year, the eighth inning for us?
Yeah, the eighth
That's his inning.
That's his inning.
Makes no sense. Another horrible move by Melvin again.
Yeah. Casuals last year wanted Walker as a closer of the future. Mark Graves. Yeah. Look, Ryan Walker didn't make it to the big leagues till he's 27. There's a reason he didn't make it to the big leagues till he was 27. He never had the stuff to make it to the big leagues at 24, 25, like most pitchers and hitters. If they're good, they make it by 25. Okay, 27. The Giants have all these guys. The Giants pull these guys out of the hat somehow. Gerard Encarnacion. Let's bring this guy up. How about if we bring up Mike Yuskrimsky? He was a find at 27, 28, whatever the heck he was. Look, guys, if you haven't made it to the big leagues by 25 and had at least a cameo appearance, you're not going to be a big-time player in the major leagues. Yeah, you might have a flash, where you might have a situation where you do okay for 1 to 3 months, and then all of a sudden the league figures you out. And once they get you figured out, you're not going to. They got your number, all right. So, come on. I got a lot of things on my mind that I want to get off my chest tonight, Lou. I'm tired of Luis Matos. Los 27. That's the magic year Giants have. Rookies really play. I am so sick and tired of Luis Matos riding the pine. Okay? Just really tired of it, Lou. They play Yaz, who turns 35, Lou. Lou, did you hear me? 35. He turns 35 next month. This guy isn't
not 25, 35.
Yeah,
and he's not in their future next year.
Yeah, he's not lighting up the scoreboard, Mike Yuskrimsky, with like, oh my gosh, this guy's borderline all-star. We got to make sure he's in the lineup. No, let's play almost 35-year-old Mike Yuskrimsky, 230 type hitter the last few years, 220s, and 8 homers this year. Let's give him the run over the 23-year-old Luis Matos, who we don't know if Matos is a guy or not, but we'll never know, because the San Francisco Giants, in their wisdom of what I don't get it, they don't let these young guys actually play consistently. Oh, don't give me this crap that he had 18 at bats in a 2-week period and he didn't do well. Look,
second biggest homer of the year. Second biggest homer of the year, and today he started, got one of the 4 hits.
Yeah. Tim Schmidt. Tim Schmidt, I think this guy's a pest because he comes in here and always makes a comment. He spells the same spelling of Casey Schmidt. Schmidt was back up that got where'd you learn how to write? Schmidt was back up that got hot little. It's not an answer for second base yet. Well, he's playing a really good second base. He did strike out twice today, but he hit a bullet to left field late in the game that, had about a 90 some odd % chance of being a hit. And the left fielder just made a diving nice catch. But Tim, come back to us when you learn how to spell or write, please.
Hey, Dan, can I say something? I'd rather have Schmidt because he's hit better. I mean, we all talk about defense. Schmidt's played a great second baseman. Maybe he's struggling in offense, but if we want to talk about who's struggling, and we go to last night, a guy got upset at me because game against Philly, Chapman got 3 hits. He was 3 for 4. Since then, he got another goose egg today. He's 3 for 25. So if you're going to give Schmidt a thing, you guys got to say the same thing about Chapman.
Yeah,
but I think Graves brings up a good point here. Giants don't have any hitters. Giants have guys that try to hit home runs. They don't try to make simple contact. They don't do anything. That's the difference between a first-place team, Blue Jays, and a fourth-place team soon, San Francisco Giants.
Yep. Mark Graves, look at the difference between the Giants and Blue Jays. Blue Jays hitters cut down on their swing when they have 2 strikes and put the ball in play. Also, the Blue Jays attack. They don't wait around. They see a good pitch, bang, bang, bang. Giants, this is why I love Matos. He doesn't mess around. He goes after the first pitch if it's a good pitch to hit, and he drilled that double down the left field line today on the very first pitch. And then Bailey actually flied him over to third on the very first pitch. Good to see. I don't know what the Giants' approach is, but they look at strike 1, strike 2 constantly. Every dang time they're down in the count. It's unreal. Let's see. Marcus, Matos, Dan, Lou. It's like they're scared he'll outplay Yaz if he got a chance to play every day. Exactly. Matthew, I feel like they're only tendering Yaz because of his last name. Exactly. I don't think anyone would pay him almost $10 million. Look, we got a little deal here. We know if Mike Yuskrimsky, if his last name was not Yuskrimsky, right? If his last name was if Verlander's last name was anything but Verlander, would the Giants be still putting that guy out there on the mound? Come on. This is a business. You got to make tough decisions. You can't be pandering to guys. I mean, I say the same thing. Put a different name on the back of Matt Chapman. He's not coming up batting fourth. You're playing all these guys on the Giants that are in the lineup. A lot of these guys in the lineup are in the lineup based on what they did years ago. Chapman, Verlander. Look, Chapman, if you look at him statistically, it's not that bad. He's not that bad. He's above average statistically when it comes to OPS plus, WRC plus, through Fangraphs. He looks good. But look at what he does when he comes up with runners in scoring position. The guy has had 80 RBIs one time in his 9-year big league career. One time. And it was 91 RBIs with Oakland in 2019. He's never even sniffed 100 RBIs. This is the dude in the middle of the Giants order. This guy should be he should be going up there blindfolded and driving in 80 runs if you're hitting cleanup. This guy, how many RBIs does Matt Chapman have this year? Now, what did he miss? 3 weeks, okay, right? What did he miss? About 25 games or more, roughly?
Yeah, I'd say that.
Okay, I'm going to pull him up here. Matt Chapman.
31.
Matt Chapman on the season. Okay, guys, get ready for this. He's played in 75 of the Giants' 99 games. So he missed 24 games. Or maybe he had a day off somewhere, but we were pretty close. 31 RBIs. 31. Okay. So
definitely worth the money.
31. He's getting an RBI every 4. Did I do the math right? Let's see. Hold on here. What did I say? Okay, he's played 75. Okay. So every 2.4 games he plays, he gets an RBI. So if he played 99 games,
about 51.
About 51. Yeah. All right.
Definitely worth it. 30 million a year.
This a week from today, we could be out of it. You know what? If you're a Giants fan, a true Giants fan, what you hope the Giants can do, they've got 10 games left. 10, count them, guys. 10 games left before the trade deadline. You want the Giants going 7-3, 8-2. I mean, yeah, of course you want them going 10-0, right? I mean, but let's be realistic. Realistically, the Giants 7-3 over the next 10, that's a possibility. I don't think it's likely, but it's, 7-3, 8-2. You want them to get on a run. They could do that. Teams do it all the time. That's what you want from the Giants going forward over the next 10 games. The other side of it is you'd rather have the Giants go. Let me ask you guys a question here. And I don't know how to put these polls up in here in the YouTube to put it up here. If I had a way to figure it out, I would. Let me ask you guys this. Would you rather have, now, a winning record is not the option, okay? A winning record, again, is not the option. I want to know if you guys would rather have the Giants go in their next 10, let's say 4-6, or would you rather see him do something like 1-9? And the reason I ask that, okay, this is a thinking man's question here. If they go 4-6, they're going to enter their day off on the trade deadline with a record of 56-53. 56-53. They will not be in the wild card standings. They're a game and a half out right now. They go 4-6, they're likely to be 3 out. Okay? You don't lose a ton with some of the teams they're going up against. But would you rather have them be 56-53, or would you rather see them go 1-9 and they're 53-56? Flip it around. They're 53-56. Which would you rather have them be? And now, before you answer that, I mean, the obvious thing is, well, sure, I want them to be 56-53. Okay, they're 56-53. They're buyers. And they're going to give away some decent prospects. And the odds are they're still probably not going to make the playoffs. And you're screwing with the future. Now, if you're 53-56 and you're 4 or 5 games back and you got 5 teams you got to climb over to get to a wild card, you might be sellers. And you might start turning this thing around for the future, because the Giants have not learned to pick a lane. I watch a lot of baseball as much as I'm sure a lot of you guys watch a lot of baseball too. I'm just watching the Dodgers and the Brewers play. And you know what the Brewers do? They run the bases, man. They lead the league in stolen bases. I was watching the game, and the Dodgers pitcher had his 2 attempts or disengagements, whatever you want to call them. Very next pitch, boom, gone. Foul ball. Come back. Next pitch, gone. Boom, he steals second base. They don't mess around. Giants, they don't even run when they rarely run. The Giants have some of the worst athletic players. Look at one of our best players, Jung-Hoo Lee, as far as speed. Little tiny guy that looks like he can run. The guy has no idea how to run the bases. He can't even slide properly. You saw Matos today dive in. That's how you do it. What does Jung-Hoo Lee do? Does a little pop-up slide right into the catcher, and he's out. From Conforto the other day, last weekend. Look, guys, I'm just telling you like it is, because you're going to get all the Giants homers all over YouTube that are going to tell you this team's a playoff team. These guys are good. Wilmer Flores, please.
Why don't you tell them what the announcer said when Flores came up today? I don't know if anybody else saw that.
I can't even remember. What you texted me, I think, didn't you?
Yeah.
He said this.
The homers.
Wilmer. These are the kind of at-bats you like to have Wilmer up there. Well, not really.
Next pitch.
Not
Ground
really.
ball.
I don't want Wilmer up there in that situation with 1 out and a man on first, down 3. He's not even the tying run. I don't want Wilmer up there then. Because you know what he did? He hits the ball on the ground. It shouldn't even be close, and it's a double play.
Yeah,
I want Wilmer up there when there's a chance that he can either win the game or tie the game. I don't want him up there. Come on. 9 RBIs since June 1st for Wilmer.
Yeah.
Look, I'm just telling you, 25 is looking like 2016 2.0. The difference is, Aaron, I think the Giants were 56-35 at the All-Star break that year, and they had enough in reserve to hold on. This team has nothing in reserve. They used up, in fact, what was their reserve when they started 8-1, Lou? What are they now?
They're 2 games below. There you go, 44-46. And Dan, for the record, since 2015, 10 years ago, they've only had 1 winning record the second half of the season. That's why I don't understand why you guys think, oh, the slump's going to be over. Oh, we're going to be better in the second half. We've had 1, guys, in 10 years. I mean,
4
come
hits
on.
today. 4 hits. How many did we get yesterday? 3?
3.
7 hits in 2 games. The Blue Jays had 7 in an inning or 2. 7 hits in 18 innings. Didn't the Blue Jays put together 7 hits in like 2 innings with Verlander? I mean, they got 9 hits off Verlander in 3 innings or 2 2/3. 9 hits. The Blue Jays got 9 hits off Justin Verlander in 2 2/3 innings. Giants have 7 in 18 innings.
I mean, it's bad.
Wait. Did they get 11 hits the other night? Am I screwing up?
Oh, no, they got 11 yesterday. It was 3 the Dodger game. That's right. They got 11 yesterday, but no runs.
Oh, okay. Yeah, forget that. They got 11 hits. That's right. But 0 for 9 was runners in scoring position. Okay. Yeah. So,
and Dan,
yesterday,
we talked about this on the hot corner. The teams competing against us for the wild card spot, I'd rather be in their shoes. Cincinnati, that's tied us, hasn't even had their best pitcher. He's back. Milwaukee is a better team than us. Okay. San Diego is starting to figure out their bullpen. They're not sure what they're going to do. They're better than us. I tried to tell you guys when we beat Arizona, Arizona was missing their two key guys. They're now right behind us. We're playing so bad now. Here's the incredible thing. By the end of the month, Dan, and this is, I couldn't believe it until I looked at it. Miami is going to be catching us soon.
Oh,
They're
Miami,
only 4 games
look,
below 500.
Yes, Miami. They went on a big roll before the break, and now they're 4 in a row. Again, they won. They are playing good ball. Miami was like 20-something games below 500. You know what? Miami right now, as I look at the standings in the National League, the Marlins are only 5 games under, 46 and 51. They're 5 games behind the Giants. Now Giants could be caught in less than 10 games. We've seen how the Giants were. What are the Giants right now? They're only remarkably, because LA has actually been playing terrible. The Giants are only 6.5 back. They were in first place when they were in LA after Friday night Casey Schmidt grand slam. They tied the Dodgers for first place. 2 days later, they're 1 game out and they get Rafael Devers, and the Giants were ahead in that game, Lou, Sunday, with a chance to tie the Dodgers the day, Father's Day. And there was a pitcher that came in and blew it. Was that not Ryan Walker too? Who blew that game, people? I got to go back and look at the stats. You're muted, Lou.
Beck and Walker got hit, I thought.
Who got, or was it, who gave up the big 3 runs in that game? I'm going to go back and look. I'm going to go back and look at that game. That was, I know somebody knows it. Before I find it, somebody will come up with it. But I'm going back to that Father's Day game on July 13th. Here we are. Okay. July 13th. I'm pulling it up. Giants lost that game. Oh, wait. Did I get to the wrong game?
That's 5-2.
That was not July 13th. It was June. It was June. What was Father's Day? June 22nd?
Oh, yeah, wait a minute. You're right.
Hold on. I got to pull up my calendar. Just give me a second here. I'm not, somebody probably, I should check the chat. Somebody probably already put it in the chat. June 13th, Mitchell and Ness. Thanks. June 13th. Okay. So if I go back to June 13th and pull this game up, actually it was June 15th because it was a Sunday. All right. Giants lost the game 5-4. And I'm going to pull up the box score. And I'm going to pull up the play-by-play. The Giants had just gone ahead, and the Dodgers scored 3 runs. Giants were up 3-2. Bottom of the 5th. Let's see what happened here. Bottom of the 5th. Who was pitching? Lucchesi. Lucchesi's pitching. Ohtani singles. Betts singles. Freeman grounds out. Betts to second. Ohtani to third. Walker came in. I knew it. Ryan Walker gave up a 3-run homer to Pages. See what I mean, guys? Ryan Walker. I'll show it to you right here. I'm not kidding you. I knew that dude had blown it again. This dude is all over every loss. This guy might be the single reason, along with Bob Melvin, why this team doesn't make the playoffs. There it is. You see it? 3-2. Who came in to pitch? Ryan Walker pitching for San Francisco. He strikes out Hernandez. Pages homers to left center. Ohtani bet score 5-3 Dodgers. Ryan Walker. How many games has this dude blown for this team this year? Between Walker and Verlander, there's your reason. Those guys have cost the Giants. I'll tell you what. You get Ryan Walker and Justin Verlander, instead of the Giants being 52-47, which is what they are right now, I would say the Giants would be 57-42 without those two guys. And maybe some of Melvin's decisions to actually put Walker in there. 5 games, a 5-game swing, because Walker's blown at least 3 of them or more. And
Dan, here's his stats on the road this year, away games. 16 and a third innings. He's given up 15 hits, 13 runs, 12 earned, 1 homer, walked 7, struck out 17. He's given up 13 runs in 16 innings. This is a reliever.
Yeah, this guys. First base is a huge issue. No athleticism there. I don't want to see Wilmer Flores play first base. I just don't want to see him out there. Pinch hit him. He's slow. Just pinch hit him.
Trade him.
1 start a week. If you got to start him just to keep his legs from, he needs a little oil like the Tin Man, on the Wizard of Oz. Give him a little oil. Give him 1 start a week. Play Dom Smith. I'm fine with Casey at second. I'm fine with Adames at short. I'm fine with Chapman at third. They're the best you got. Those 3 guys. That's it. They're the best you got. All right. You know what? A lot of people are not going to like this, and I'm not even sure I like it because I don't like the defensive schematics of this outfield, but this is what I would want to see for a week because I want some bats. I want some athleticism. And I know you guys are going to say this is awful defensively, but I don't really care anymore. I want some offense. Give me Luciano in left field. Give me Matos in center and Ramos in right. Let's go with
youth.
The 3 Latinos in the outfield, kind of like the Giants used to be. When we had the Alous and we had just give me for a week. I don't care what it looks like. Give me 1 week of Luciano, Matos, and Ramos. I know that's a very bad defensive outfield, but you know what? I'm tired of watching Jung-Hoo Lee ground out, and I just want to see a week of it. Just give me 1 week of those guys and see what they do. You know what? Do it before the All-Star break. It won't happen. I guarantee it. So why am I wasting my breath? Yeah, that's what I said, Senior. They're terrible defensively. I get it. But I want to see some bats. Giants to win 90 games. You think they're going 13 over 500 in their final 66 games?
I think 500 is now more in question, not 90 games, being 500 for the season. And one of the things me and Dan talked about is, we're complaining a lot about Melvin, his moves, all this. A lot of people in the chat are not satisfied with Melvin's manager's moves. I don't know if I want him back for another season. I don't care. Giants have enough money to do it, but this is getting ridiculous.
Well, you know what? Hey, let's get a little close up on the hat, huh? There we go. All right, there we go. Blue Jays. All right. It's not a bad hat. It's not a bad team either. It's a team that
playoff team.
Dom Peralta, let's talk about this.
That's what I said last night.
Trade Ray is the biggest move I think needs to happen. He's a free agent after next year. Correct. He's got one more year. His value is never higher, and career-wise, he's been vulnerable injury-wise. So play the cards while they are high. I agree, Dom, especially if this team falters a little bit more. As a president of baseball operations, you have playoffs. Who said playoffs? As a president of baseball operations, one thing I've heard Ned Coletti say many times, you got to know your organization. You've got to know your personnel. You've got to know, is this a team that is capable of making it to the playoffs? And if they do make it, hey guys, let me just ask you this. If they did make the playoffs, how are they going to score if they can't score against the crap they're facing? And they're going to be facing ones and twos. How are they going to, they're going to knock out Zach Wheeler and Christopher Sanchez and Ranger Suarez, and they're going to go against other teams' aces? They can't score against teams 3 and the dude today was throwing a perfect game in the 5th inning.
Another lefty.
Before
go,
Thomas
Giants.
broke it up. This dude, guys, this guy they were facing today from the Blue Jays, Lauer, not a bad pitcher, but he's not, he's not Cy Young. Come on. They can't hit.
Imagine if we were to go against Minnesota's 3-headed monster. We'd be lucky to score 1 run in 3 games. We can't beat teams with better pitching than us. Teams have better pitching than us. It's just that simple. And when you're not hitting, everyone looks like Cy Young.
This team has the potential. Guys, I'm going to prepare you this because I showed you the stat last night that was on the NBC Sports Bay Area. And that stat, let me pull it back up if I can. Okay. Here it is. It's on my phone. Confident of a deep playoff run, 21%. Unsure, down to the wire, 24%. Optimistic, playoff berth, 50%. Only 6% of Giants fans watching NBC Sports Bay Area said they'll miss the playoffs. Okay. Delusional.
Dan, that was me because I voted twice. That they'll miss the playoffs. That's why it's a weird number.
Guys,
6%.
I know I have one of the smarter audiences out there. I know I have a smart audience, and you're realistic. You're true baseball fans, and you understand what the Giants are facing. Can the Giants make the playoffs this year? Yes, it's not out of the realm of possibility that they can make the playoffs. It's in fact, it's a decent possibility if they get things together and they make some good moves. But guys, don't be my crew, Lou. Our audience isn't insulted by the what the NBC Sports Bay Area says and throws at us, and KNBR, and some of the content creators, the YouTube world that just says that this is a great team or a really good team. Robert, I just said that anything can happen. Of course, anything can happen. I mean, you could have this, an asteroid hit you there in New York. I hope it doesn't, but anything can happen, Robert, of course. But let's get realistic. When we look at ball clubs, yeah, good comprehension, Giovanni. I just said they can make the playoffs. I didn't say can't. I said can. I said they can make the playoffs. They're only a game and a half, 2 games off the run, but the odds are when you can't hit the baseball and you can't score more than 3 runs in a game, consistently, you're not going anywhere. So I'm going to tell you it's straight, where others are going to throw pixie dust at you. This team is in big time trouble if they don't make the playoffs and they trade players from their farm system to try to make the playoffs. If they trade any of their guys that are future prospects that could be guys that make a difference in 3 years, they're going to be in big trouble. You know why? Because if you don't make the playoffs this year, you got an older Matt Chapman coming back next year.
3 huge contracts.
Yeah.
Can't move.
You got an older Willie Adames who's still, she's showing signs of life. I give him credit. You may not have Matos because I don't know what the plan is for him. He may be in a trade package, and you're not getting a ton for Matos at this point. The Giants have whittled away his value. Okay. The value of these guys. The Giants hold on to these guys way too long. I said trade Wilmer Flores in the 23 season at the trade deadline. Why? Because he was having the career year. Remember, he had like 23 homers that year. I said, trade him. Trade him. Trade, who was our pitcher in the 23 season we had? Was it 23 or 22 season?
Would that have been Rincon?
Rodon?
I'm thinking Rincon from the
yeah. I'm getting mixed up between seasons. I can't remember if it's 22 or 23. Anyway, should have traded Rodon, should have traded Flores, should have traded Snell, should have traded a lot of guys.
Yeah.
And they didn't. And they got no prospects for them. And what do they have? What are the Giants holding right now? What kind of bag have the Giants got? They got an expensive bag with Chapman and Adames and Devers. Devers, yep. I'm not worried about. The only thing I worry about Devers is you better put something around him. Because if there's nothing around him, he's going to get the Bonds treatment, and it's going to be worse than this year.
Yeah. And I think the other thing, too, is you got to remember, Yaz can be a free agent. We're not bringing him back.
Please.
Flores, free agent. He's not coming back. That's why I'm saying that the Giants really don't do well before the All-Star break. You got to think of next year. You know, we don't need these guys. If we're not going to the playoffs, trade Yaz. Trade him to Boston for, a bar of soap or something. Okay? Trade Matos just so he can go out without the Giants, bringing them down like an anchor like they're doing right now. You got to do something because the Giants got to start thinking of the future. I mean, bringing up trading Ray, that might be great. You might be able to get 2 prospects. Knowing the Giants' luck is we don't trade him, and then what happens next year? Something goes wrong. You got to trade him when you got an opportunity.
I'll tell you what I feel like is going to happen, because I don't think, and I don't know if this comes from ownership. I'm wondering. Devers is turning into Fat Sam to all two. Red Check just got revenge. I'm wondering if this doesn't come down for ownership. The last time the Giants did anything of what you would call a rebuild was they had a run from 97 to 04 where they had 8 straight winning seasons. And in 05, 6, 7, and 8, they were, going downhill. And then 09, they got a winning season. And then, of course, the rest is history. But do you realize what the Giants were able to draft in that period, in the 05 through 08 period? They were able to get Mad Bum, Posey, Crawford. Okay. 3 solid players.
Timmy
and they
too,
got
yeah.
They got Matt Cain in 02. And, Lincecum. I forgot Lincecum.
Yeah, the freak. Yeah.
So you got Mad Bum and the Freak, Posey, and Crawford. You got 4 players that you were able.
That's responsible for the World Championship.
Exactly. Now, what are they going to do now? I'll tell you what's going to happen with this club. I'm going to tell it to you right straight. If they don't pick a lane and either say we're going all in and Brandon Belt's not bad. Exactly, Benz. Belt was in that thing. So if the Giants do not, and Panda was in there. That's right. Panda was in there. He was an international signing, I believe. But if the Giants have to pick a lane, we've talked about this on NorCal Sports ad nauseum. Giants need to pick a lane, Lou. They either need to go all in, and if that means they go for it and they go from their payroll of 225 to 275 and they pay the luxury tax and they just say, we're going all in because we got this short window with Chapman and Adames and Devers. You got about 3 years, maybe two.
Good call.
You got, with this current crop, you got 2 to 3 years max. Don't give me, Chapman's 34, 35 and he's at peak. Sorry, no. You got a couple more years after this. So the Giants either need to go all in and try and go after and somehow persuade Kyle Tucker because you pay him $200 million or $100 million more. Now, see, the Giants should have paid Ohtani $1 billion, right? Instead of $700,000, they should have said, we're going to give you $1 billion. We'll give you, in fact, you know what, Shohei? Dodgers are offering $700. We'll give you $1.2 billion.
Yeah. Because they've already made it back and everything.
Yeah. So, I mean, he's a unicorn. Okay. Obvious. There's no player like him on earth.
Yeah. So
I don't think they have a great shot at Tucker. To get Tucker, I think you got to pay at least $100 million more than your next. So if he's getting $500 million, you're going to have to go $600. But the Giants either need to go that lane or they need to break it all up and start selling what they can and building young pieces. If you guys watch baseball, there's a lot of good young players that are athletic out there. The Giants, name me an athletic ball player on the Giants. Go ahead, chat. Name me a really, really athletic player.
Nick the Water Boy. Nick the Water Boy is pretty reliable.
Come on, chat. I want to hear from you. Give me an athletic guy that you go, whoa, that guy is got elite athleticism that you're like, he's got it all. I'm waiting for the chat to give me one player on the Giants that looks like a Anthony Millard. Just can't think of one.
Because there is none. And Dan, can I just make something about Giovanni? Chapman is not. Yeah, Chapman is not an all-star third baseman. If he was, he'd have more than one appearance. He's only been to one all-star game, and that was 2019. Last time I looked at 2025. He might be a great defense, but he's not an all-star. Come on, guys. Stop being homerism. You guys are worse than the announcers.
Robert says, no athletic guy. Ramos is the best we got. Yeah. Yeah, our ball dudes. The
worst ball dudes ever.
Worst ball dudes in MLB. I don't even have to. Oh, gosh, we got the worst ball dudes. Oh. Yep, that's true. That's true, Senior. Devers not hitting Oracle is going to worsen San Francisco's reputation even more. Yeah, exactly. That's why you might have to go out and trade for a Luis Robert right now because he's having a terrible year. He had a terrible year last year, but the price is going to be as low as it's ever going to be. But he's one of those guys that has elite athleticism upside. He's got a very high ceiling. He's also got a very low floor. But the Giants need to take a shot on guys like that because they don't have any guys with high ceilings. I mean, yeah, Aaron, how about, you know what? I could see Lou and I out there each side of the ball field. Lou on the third base side, since he's already got his season tickets down there. Lou and me over there on the right side. Each of us with a box of Bake That Dough cookies. While we're sitting there chomping on our cookies, a ball comes down the line. We go over there to pick it up, and we stumble, and we fall flat on our face in front of 30,000 fans and all the viewers, and we'll never be able to come on our show again, Lou. Could you imagine that? Us being ball dudes?
All I know is we have the worst guys right now. No matter what they do, I mean, even Kruko and them are laughing at him.
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
like they're not ready or they're old. And one guy had a cane one night. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's just a laughing stock, just like our offense.
Yeah, Mark Graves. Giovanni thinks the guy's having a good year when he has a good game. Oh, man. George Curry says, it's nice to have athletes, but we need better baseball players, bottom line. We need guys that can actually put the bat on the ball consistently. Okay? I had a guy argue with me in Twitter today that, okay, in the 6th round, Manny Pacquiao leads 58-56 in the scoring. Beautiful. Is it a 12-rounder or 15?
12-rounder. They're now in the 7th. Pacquiao won the 7th round too. So it's 68-65 Pacquiao.
Nice, Manny. I got to tell my wife.
In round 7.
After 7. Okay. Yeah. Tim Schmidt says it's not the dimension of the ballpark, it's the marine air, especially at night. That's probably true. The guys knock it out of the ballpark in the daytime. No problem there.
Visiting teams never have a problem. It's just the Giants.
Go to fantasy camp. Boy, I barely get up and walk right now. I'm still recovering. I needed to go to fantasy camp. I'll tell you what, 20 plus years ago. 20 years ago when I was in my early 40s would have been good. My brother won MVP at fantasy camp.
The one with Bill Lasky and those guys.
Yeah, he won the MVP of the fantasy camp. He hit home run. He was the pitcher. Yeah, Mike McCormick was
Cy Young.
Yeah. So fantasy camp's now 4,000. Jeez. Lows. Imagine that first meeting after a Giants hitters draft. Forget everything you've ever learned. We take fastballs down the middle and swing it low and away. Learn it well. Oh, boy. I had a guy argue with me on Twitter today because I made a comment that play Matos every day. He's a guy that goes after there aggressively, goes after the ball, and he doesn't strike out nearly as much as Yaz. And the guy comes back and says, you're supposed to be speaking facts. And he says, Matos has a strikeout rate of 29% and Yaz is only 25 or 26, something like that. And I'm like, what are you looking at? He said he Googled it or something, but Matos' actual K rate this year is 16.7%. Yaz is at 23.1 in a lifetime of 25.1. Matos' lifetime K rate is like 14 I'll tell you what Matos's K rate lifetime is 14.5%. 14.5%. That would be one of the lowest on the team. I think the only one that might be close to that is Jung-Hoo Lee.
Bust.
So why do we fill up our lineup with all these guys that can't make contact? What are you talking about, Giovanni? You come up with the strangest things. He's
upset I didn't say anything about Adames getting 2 solo homers. First of all, it's 2 solo homers. Second of all, the Giants lost, so the game doesn't mean anything to me. And third of all, so what? He's got 2 homers he's starting to hit. The guy's still batting crap. He's got 14 homers on the year. Okay, this guy's getting paid almost $40 million. We expect a little bit more, and the season's not over yet.
Why does Giovanni take the exact opposite of what I say? I say the Giants can make the playoffs, and he says, did Dan say they can't make the playoffs? And then he says, Matos, I wanted him to sit down. I was the guy that's screaming that Matos should play every day, and he won the job out of spring training. And I've been talking about it for 2 years. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, this Giants team is...
Oh, I love what EB said. This makes, Dan, you want to go to the fantasy camp. Do you see what EB said?
This one?
Yeah.
Oh.
So you learn from the best.
Oh, my gosh. Hey, you know what? Let's do this. We're going to close this out in the next 15, 20 minutes. Let's bring in some guests if they want to come in. You want to come tackle us on? Come at us. Give us your best shot. We always give people a full shot at coming in to the show. So I am putting in right now into the chat. It'll be up in less than 30 seconds. There it is. Okay. Somebody wants to come in. You don't even have to put your mug on there if you don't want to. Come on in, Giovanni. You said you'd come on in. You don't even have to put your mug on the screen. You can black it out. All you got to do is hit your camera mute, which looks like this, just like that.
Pacquiao might win by decision if he can win one of the last 4 rounds. That's what they're saying. What's name might need a knockout.
He just needs to win one of the last 4?
4. He's up 4 rounds.
Just don't get knocked out. All right.
Don't get knocked down. Yeah.
He's up 4.
78-74.
78-74 after 8.
Yep.
I got to go tell my wife. I'll be right back.
Dan's so interested in a 50-year-old fighting. I love it. Yeah, guys, I think one of the things about the Giants is if they lose tomorrow, lose 2 out of 3 against Atlanta, we got to start thinking maybe of selling. This team is not good enough. And we're now how many games have we played this year? Let me see something. While we're looking with the Giants. Hold on. Sorry, guys. We're at 99 games, 63 games left. 63 games left. I mean, and everybody else is winning, but, the Giants still just can't hit. I mean, it's ridiculous. I've never seen a team that just can't hit. And, you're seeing the difference between us and Toronto. It's bad. It's really bad, And, Atlanta blew it tonight against the Yankees, but, they're putting up runs. That's the other problem. We're going against teams that can actually score 5, 6, 7 runs. Giants, again, another game, 3 runs or less. It's hard to win. One of the guys in the comments kept saying, oh, we have the best pitching. You better keep looking. The Giants don't have the number 1 pitching anymore. When you have guys like Verlander getting rocked, Webb getting rocked, when you give up 4 runs in only 5 in the 3rd innings, the ERA gets going, So, Dan's back.
All right. So where are we in the 9th round, right? Are you watching it? Did you pay?
No,
for
I'm getting tweets from ESPN that gives you live updates after the inning.
Oh, I should turn on my Twitter. Okay. What did I just see? I just saw a tweet come in for Bob Nightingale. What was it? Something about...
Yeah, it just says Andreas Hale has it. He goes, Pacquiao looks tired between rounds, but he's full of energy because of the fans. He rips Barros with a combination. He's up 88, 83 after round 9. 3 rounds left.
Oh, he's just got to stay up.
Yeah. That's what this guy's saying who's at the fight live. He was Pacquiao was plus 230. I bet 20 on him. What the hell, huh?
Oh, man. That's awesome. So you're getting those tweets from ESPN?
Yeah, so I'm on the ESPN. I went to the boxing channel, and then they have a guy doing the fight, a guy named Andreas Hale, Andreas Hale, and he gives you updates and his scoring. Pacquiao's a lot more active. The other guy's just standing around.
ESPN. Is it ESPN boxing or something? Just ESPN?
Yeah, just go to the boxing. Then they have a
there
thing,
it is.
Manny
ESPN
Pacquiao.
boxing. There we go. All right.
And then on the bottom, it talks who's going to win by what. And then they have a guy, Andres Hale, and he's giving you updates. Here, I'll give you this.
All right. They're in the 10th. They're in the 10th
I put it in
round.
the private chat for you.
Are they 3-minute rounds? Or
3 minutes?
rounds?
3-minute rounds.
Nice, man. He's 46 years old. The dude is amazing.
Wasn't he the president? Was he the president?
No,
or
he ran for
senator?
president. He was a senator in the Philippines.
Okay.
He ran for president, did not make it. But what a story. If you watch his story as a child, obviously grew up in the Philippines, had nothing, very poor, very giving dude, very, very, very.
Yeah, that's what they say. And he's loved.
Oh, yeah.
He's loved in the Philippines.
Yeah, I mean, he's loved in America. The guy's just
he's one of the best boxers pound per pound ever.
Yeah. So we'll see how this goes. He's just got to stay up, man. He just stay up. He'll probably.
I sent you the thing in the private chat.
Okay, let me. Okay, so I can look at it right here.
Yeah, and if you, it'll just give you like updates. And if you go down, there's a guy named Andres. And after the round's done, he writes.
Oh, yeah, I see it. Round 9. There we go.
Yep.
Andres Hale. Wow. Just stay up, Manny. Okay, so let me. I got that up. Did anybody decide to join us? No one's popped in. What's going on with the? Let me give you an
WNBA All-Star game. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Hey, guys, just a quick thing tomorrow before me and Dan, since I know we're going to be finished up soon. Tomorrow, guys, we've sold all the squares. We're doing the giveaway tomorrow for the tickets. I picked up one of the gift certificates from Tommy's last night. So, we got to decide August 8th or August 29th. But tomorrow on the Hot Corner, I'm not sure what time, but we're going to spin the wheel and someone's going to win the 4 tickets. It'll
be either at 8:30 or 9. We'll come on at 8 o'clock, 8:30 or 9. We'll decide. Probably somewhere closer to 9. We'll do that. Right now, there's one game left in the big leagues going on, or is it over? No, it's over. Whoa! Dodgers lost 8-7 to the Brewers. Wow. So it was 5-4, then it was 6-4, 6-5, 7-5, 8-5. Dodgers got 2, 8-7. Sheehan took the loss. I just needed him to get a no decision. I started him tonight in my fantasy. See, tough.
Dan, here's the difference between the Giants and Milwaukee. Okay. They led 6-5, right? They then scored in the 7th. They then scored in the 8th to give them a little breathing room because they needed it because the Dodgers had 2 homers in the 8th. That's something the Giants don't do. Add on.
Who hit the homers for the Dodgers?
Edman and Rojas.
Wow, two unexpected guys. Okay, so round 10, Barrios starts to jab more, goes to the body and lifts Pacquiao's head with an uppercut. Pacquiao swarms Barrios, but is caught by a combination at the end, a hard right from Pacquiao in combination land, but Barrios responds to body. What is preventing Barrios from letting his hands go? A strong enough round from Barrios that endures a late charge from Pacquiao. 10-9 Barrios, 97-93 Pacquiao, 2 rounds to go.
We're giving you live updates here, guys.
How are they scoring that? I mean, this is Andre's scoring, not the judges.
No, so So it goes 10-9. So if you think a guy wins, he gets 10-9 unless there's a knockout. There's never a tie. They try to determine, but this guy's been pretty good. Andres, he's usually pretty close. And when you have a guy watching it and he has nothing on the thing and you're up 3, that's usually shows you. Now again, if you're up 3, you could almost say 2. But you got to make sure the last 2 rounds you probably got to win one because you're beating the champion. You know how it is. You got to really beat a champion to beat a champion. So we'll see.
Some guys, Mitchell Ness says he didn't even hear about the fight. Yeah. Bad marketing. Yeah. Well, they got the ESPN's promoting the stupid
UFC all the time.
Well, not the UFC, but the WNBA. Who's
Yeah, ABC
or ABC, which is owned
by
ABC owns
ESPN.
ESPN.
Yeah, well,
it's just yeah. So we're in round 11 right now. Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, boxing was. I love before the UFC, boxing was huge.
Yeah, I was actually at the Oscar De La Hoya Felix Trinidad fight in Vegas.
Oh, wow.
I was at Lennox Lewis fight for the championship at UNLV. And then locally, I used to go, I don't know if you remember, you might have been here, but there was a guy in Sacramento named Tony the Tiger. He fought a couple times. I saw him in Reno. Of course, the Sunset guy who fought, Hagler Hearns. Yeah, of course, one of the best. That was actually at the Westgate parking lot.
You're still young. Now you get to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Dig my grave out back.
Yeah. And you guys don't even realize it. The young guys on the chat, you guys saw 3 world championships. You didn't have to suffer 40 years of Giants baseball to get your championships. You got championships everywhere.
I went from
you got 49ers, you got Warriors. I mean, you got Giants. I mean, you got everything.
I became a fan in 68, the year Bobby Bonds came up, and his first game, he hit a grand slam like Brandon Crawford did. But Bonds did it on TV because they were playing in LA, and the Giants were only broadcast back then against the Dodgers in 68. The Padres didn't even come around until next year, the 69 season. So we didn't get very many games that year. We got the Dodgers, and we got a few games somewhere else they would play, but pretty much, there was no interleague play. There was nothing. So 68 to 2010. How many years is that? 32 or 42? 42.
Yeah, 42.
42. Yeah, I waited 42 years, Lou.
Joey, why should I give any respect to Adames? The guy's the highest paid Giant of all time. He's got to earn my respect. I'm not disrespecting his name. He's just not a great player. And by the way, if you look at his stats 2 years ago, they're the exact same that he's doing right now. Giants were just dumb enough to pay him because they were desperate, and he had one of those years. Look at his stats 2 years ago. He batted like 229. Nothing surprising. Go ahead, Dan. Sorry.
No worries. Keep going. I'm just trying to read this update, and it came all the way back to round 9. What happened to round 10? It's not even on here. I just read round 10 update. Well, why did I lose the update there? Well, I'll do it again. I'll pull it back up, pull it up there. Let's see if I can find it. So all the games are in the books for baseball. Round 11, Barrios. Whoa. Pacquiao. Barrios gets round 11. He's coming out. He's with everything he's got. Barrios starts fast and goes right at Pacquiao's body, lands a combination up top. Pacquiao rushes in, and Barrios lights him up with a counter right hand and chases him down with a combination. Hard body shot from Barrios, but Pacquiao smacks a 1-2 off Barrios' face. An uppercut from Pacquiao lands, but Barrios responds with a right hand. Barrios is getting more aggressive. Pacquiao leaps in with a right hand that lands flush. Barrios leans in and lands a left hand that stops Pacquiao from moving forward. 10-9 Barrios, 106-103 Pacquiao. This is the last round. Oh, you're muted there.
Crazy. That'd be fun to be watching. Senior softball, it's pay-per-view, but we're just seeing on ESPN the Twitter thing. We can't afford it. There's been no super chats for a week, so we can't afford pay-per-view. Yeah,
we need some super chats. There we go. Super chats coming in. We did get one earlier tonight. Barrios needs a knockout. We don't want that. At least I don't.
No, you just got to survive.
3 minutes. We should have our answer in 2 to 3 minutes of how this thing, at least how this Andreas Hale scores it. We'll see how the judges score it. There's 3 judges, so you never know what they're thinking.
Remember, I mean, boxing sometimes is the most corrupt thing ever.
Yeah.
You know, speaking of boxing, a great movie, if you guys ever want to see it, Cinderella Man. Have you ever seen that, Dan?
Oh, I love Cinderella Man. Yeah.
Great movie. One of the all-time greats.
Yeah.
True story, too.
Oh, yeah. Cinderella Man. Great movie. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Between boxing movies and baseball movies, man, you can't get any better. I love all the baseball movies.
Correct.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. I was looking at guys I was previewing this fight, and guys like Sugar Ray Leonard were saying if anybody can do it, Pacquiao. And Cinderella Man was a great movie, Anthony. Absolutely, Cinderella Man. Yes. Remember the old baseball movie, Bang the Drums Slowly, with Robert De Niro? Hey, Dom, thank you so much. Cheers to Dan's recovery. Thanks you, Lou, and this one's for Los. Cheers, y'all. All right. Thanks, Dom.
Lou.
Appreciate it. Yeah. Bang the Drums Slowly. That song would always get me. And let's see if we've got any updates yet with round 12. Nope, not yet.
Yeah, we'll do that one night. We'll do our top 10 list of the best sports movies.
Yeah. Hey, I'm going to put something out for you guys. Maybe we'll do it. I'm going to do something fun. I don't know if I'll do it on Twitter or do it on the show. I'm going to put together something from 2017 on. That was the year Ramos was drafted by the Giants. And I'm going to go look at the first round of all the Giants picks from 2017 through 24. Or, well, let's call it 20, maybe 21, 22. And guys that are actually up and playing now. And we'll look
at
the
the decision. Pacquiao survived a crazy 12th.
Let's see. Okay, here's the 12th. They gave it to Barrios again. Barrios immediately goes to work in the last round and lands a combination of the head and body. Pacquiao lands a counter left hand, but Barrios is applying the pressure because he knew he was behind. Right hand from Barrios lands and moves Pacquiao backward. Pacquiao leaps in with a combination, but Barrios waits his turn and lands a 3-punch combo of his own. Barrios is attacking, but Pacquiao won't back down and lands a combination. Barrios continues to throw until the final bell. 10-9 Barrios. Andreas Hales has it 115, 113. I'll bet you it's going to come down to one judge has it 114, 114, and another judge is going to have it 115. Draw. Maybe both of judges have it 115, 113. This is going to be crazy.
Yeah.
The last impression, though, was it sounds like, Barrios won the last 3 rounds.
Yeah, because he was getting beat, but he couldn't knock him down. Can't knock the old guy down. And they must be going crazy. I wonder if ESPN is going to break in because they have that UFC thing going.
Let me see. I'm going to turn my ESPN on. Hold on here just a second.
Dan, while you're doing that, is tomorrow a must win?
I would say it's
because you got to remember you're using Webb today and then Ray tomorrow.
Oh yeah, you can't lose these 2 games.
Because, I mean, if they get swept tomorrow, it could be because you're gonna have the young kids going into Atlanta where the ball flies out.
What were we watching live? UFC? You think they might?
No, UFC was on ESPN earlier.
All right, let me just go to regular ESPN here. Oh, Sports Center right now. Okay, let me see.
Oh yeah, Sports Center.
Look, I don't want to see the women. It's starting. I don't want to see women's. Just
the All-Star game,
please. Caitlin Clark didn't even play, right?
No, she's been a joke this year. Caitlin Clark, she's been hurt. That's why I don't understand these teams think they're going to make more money without her. I mean, it's hard to watch. It's not good. To tell you the truth, the story isn't Caitlin Clark. It's been the Valkyries doing better than they have, but it's bad. Majority draw.
Did they call it a draw? No.
I'm just reading the comments.
In the chat?
Yeah, somebody said it's a draw. I don't know.
Is that true, Aaron?
Aaron. Yep, a draw.
Oh, jeez. They're setting up another fight then.
Pacquiao won't fight again. There's one shot.
Came out a draw? Oh, man. It's probably because the last 3 rounds. So
what's name retains the title?
I bet you one judge had it. One judge had it for Pacquiao, and the other 2 had it as a draw.
No, because they said it was a majority draw. So that means
if 2 had it as a draw.
Yeah,
right?
if somebody had. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how that majority draw works. And you can't have maybe all 3 if it's majority. Well, no, that means 2 out of 3. I don't know. I don't know how it works.
Let's see if they scoring this here. Let me see if they got anything updated here.
Probably the crowd's booing. Yep. Fight to a majority draw.
Jeez. Well, Pacquiao didn't.
What a joke.
That's ridiculous.
And I'm reading the negatives. There's 200 negatives and only 8 positives. Everyone thinks Pacquiao got screwed.
Yeah, they didn't want to give the championship to Pacquiao. Because he probably wasn't.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
Well, don't we get any comments? Stupid Sports Center. They've had 5 minutes of commercials.
Here it is. The judges score 115, 113 for Barros, 114, 114.
Oh, so
Barros
one judge
retains. Yeah, one gave it to Barros. The other 2 did it 114, 114.
Jeez.
So you're right. 2 had a draw. That's horrible.
What? Yeah. What a sham.
Yep. Boxing again.
Boxing. Yep. What a sham. All right.
All right. We should probably end it on that horrible note. God, we wanted Pacquiao so bad. It happens.
All right. Well, we'll be back tomorrow night, guys.
And I think Dan, I think Mark brings up a good point. Why are we getting upset with this team? Look at their roster starting the season compared to the Dodgers, Padres, D-backs. They are 100% better on paper than on the field. You know, this team's sort of who we thought they were.
Yeah,
a lot of flaws.
I had them as a 3rd place. I thought they would actually. I thought Arizona would be the 2nd place team this year. I thought Arizona was set up, and they had all these injuries, and I thought the Giants could beat out the Padres. But what do you know? So Giants, very disappointing right now to me with just, they're just not putting together. You look at how the Blue Jays won. They put 2 games in a row with 4 runs in an inning. Crooked numbers. Giants don't ever put up crooked numbers. Giants.
They do one game, and then the rest of the week they don't do as many runs as they did that one game.
Yeah, Giants runs come generally from the long ball.
Okay, Giovanni, why do you say this? You thought Adames would be a bust? How am I proving you wrong? The guy's the highest paid Giant of all time. Okay, you're telling me he's had a good year? He's the highest paid Giant of all time. He's a bust. Now you're going to say Lee's been good. He's been a bust. You guys all keep talking about, too many of you guys are on the Buster juice. You guys are all saying you're satisfied after 1 year with him. How can you be satisfied? We're not going to the playoffs. Our offense is just as bad. All you guys want to do is fire Melvin. But, Buster's not going to do that. Let's get rid of Pat Burrell. The team can't hit. Someone has to take responsibility. it's getting ridiculous. That's all I want to say. Go ahead, Dan.
Giants don't put up. That's true. They rarely put up a crooked number in hits in an inning. It's just, they're just hard to watch. They just don't, move the line.
And Dan, the good thing tomorrow, they're on Roku at 9:00. So you guys won't have to see how bad some of these Giants are tomorrow. It's not going to be on TV. It's on Roku. So pull out your transistor ready. You can hear it. 9:00. 9:00.
Wait a minute. Let me check. 9:00. Dang, I better get to bed soon. Lou has he has the biggest contract. Adames is making $12 million this year. He's fine. He's coming around. Well, he's coming around, but he is signed for $182 million. But however, they broke it down. Hey Lou, watch out. Giovanni's telling you, watch how you talked about Buster. You better watch how you talk to him. Because he is.
Never seen the player. He might be a player Hall of Famer, but he's not a front office Hall of Famer. I'll tell you that. And if you think he is, he's the one that's responsible for us having Adames bust, Chapman for 6 more years bust. Okay, he's the one that made the big trade. We're not sure yet, so I'm not going to do that. But he's the one that bought back Yaz bust. He's the one that
Verlander
bust. We were the only team that even gave Verlander a contract. That's a bust. So I don't know why you guys keep thinking he's, again, me and Dan talked about this before the season. There are not many players who were great players that went to the front office and were successful. Remember that, Dan? I think 2 out of maybe 100 we thought of. Yeah. Why would Bonds want to come here and coach these guys? Are you guys out of your mind? Why would Bonds waste his time with the team we have?
Yeah,
he went to Miami, tried the year.
Won't be the batting coach. It's like Einstein teaching Simple Jack how to hit.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't. I'll still say this. I don't care if the Devers trade turns out to be just a dinosaur on their backs for years. I still think it was a gutsy, good move at the time, and you never know how it turns out, but. He's the best potential hitter the Giants will ever have.
Yeah. And, the future, 3-4 years, maybe when he's in his prime, it'll be great that we have him. But, right now, guys.
He's not 100%. I can tell you that. He's not 100%. But we are out of here, guys. We're going to get out of here. 9:30. We're coming up on the hour and a half mark. M&M's. I knew you were chomping on something there.
Yeah, the peanut ones.
Yeah. Peanut. Yeah.
It's because Aaron can't get me any cookies. I haven't baked that dough enough. I got to get more for the summer. I need some
bake that dough cookies. Yeah. It's time to put an order in. Yep. Devers will be fine when his bat is right, even more when a good hitter's behind. Yep. Got to get a better hitter behind him. Absolutely. Can't have Matt Chapman hitting behind Rafael Devers. Just can't have it, Lou. Can't be that way.
All right. Big show tomorrow night.
Glenn,
see if the Giants try not to get swept.
Glenn ran out of pitching innings, and he was in the top. I passed him, and the rest of the league's going to probably pass him too. Is he just...
fading like the Giants' chances. Guys, again tomorrow, Hot Corner. We pick a winner. Finally, pick a winner for the tickets.
Yeah. Who will it be? Who's going to go to the Giants game?
And what game will they choose?
August 8th or August 29th. Find out tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. Make sure you're here. Giants again lose it today, 6-3 tomorrow. Robbie Ray, can he break the streak? We'll see you tomorrow, everybody.